2024 is looking to be a very good year for horror movies. You know, as I'm making my list of the best movies in each horror genre, I got to thinking I need to do a list of my movies that I'm most looking forward to in 2024. So here it is. Here's a list of no ranking. I'm actually doing these in the date that they're actually coming out. And of course, these dates are subject to change, so don't hold my feet to the fire if it doesn't. But for the most part, I've done a lot of research on it, and so far that all these dates are solid. So let's get into it. However, as usual, you know you need to do a couple of things for me. There's 3 little clicks you need to do for me. Follow along, right? Which means subscribe. We gotta like the video, comment, share it with everybody. That's 4 clicks actually. I don't even know how to count. I'm just so excited to get into this list. Do the clicks, help me out. Let's get this channel going even further. All right, so what are you waiting for? The first one on this list comes out February 23rd. I think this is the movie that's gonna be the sleeper of the year. I've went on different channels and I've looked everywhere and no one has this movie on their radar, but it's on my radar because I think this is gonna be one of the best movies of the year. It is called Stop Motion. If you haven't seen the trailer for it, I'll put a link down at the bottom so you can go find it. It looks insane. It's a movie about this woman who's a stop motion animator who is making a film at the same time that her mother had just passed away, and she's dealing with the loss of her overbearing mother. So she's dealing with those demons. And as her mind starts to go crazy, the characters in her project take a life of their own. The trailer looks awesome because there's actual stop motion animation in this movie. And I think this is the creepy part that's going to really drive this movie. Old school movies, like if you remember, like The Puppet Master, which is an old school movie, which was really cool back in the day. Another really good one was the movie Dolls, another classic horror movie. I think this one's going to get up there just because, I mean, name another movie where they're going to take stop motion animation and combine it with real life and it's going to look the way it's going to look. I think this is the movie that's going to be the sleeper, one of the best movies of 2024. Stop motion. This one's pretty crazy. As some of you know, or most of you should know, I'm a big Disney guy. Anything Disneyland, I'm a huge fan of it. You see it in my work with what I do with escape rooms and whatnot. But that's a topic for another day. This year in January, the copyright to Steamboat Willie officially expired, which means that it was now officially public domain. I had to actually go look what that actually meant. It basically means that anyone can actually use the Steamboat Willie character without being, worried about being sued for copyright infringement and whatnot. So this movie's coming out March 1st. It's got a nice little pun to it. It's called Mickey's Mouse Trap. Get it? Mickey's Mouse Trap. Yeah. Anyways, it looks really fun. It just looks like a complete fun slasher flick from what we've seen on the trailer. And I'm really curious to see what they do with it. I mean, it's crazy because I guess this movie was already being created way before the main everyone, probably because these guys who are producing the movie probably realize that as soon as this goes public, we need to run with this and let's be the first ones to do it. And so far, it looks awesome. Basically, the movie is going to follow a group of friends that are at a carnival waiting for a friend to get off work. And they're being chased around by a serial killer dressed in a Mickey Mouse costume. Yes, I know. It's one. If you're a big Disney person and you love going to the park and taking your picture with Mickey and the whole thing, there's just this nostalgia and this childlike fun memories. And now we've got this movie coming out and I'm curious. I'm really curious about it. The trailer, like I said a second ago, looks awesome. So I'm actually going to check this one out. This one comes out, like I said, March 1st. So let's get on board with Mickey Mouse's Trap. Coming out March 8th is another Blumhouse movie. Now, before we get into it, Blumhouse has been, one of those solid baseball players on the team that they'll have good grounders, good, good dribblers. Once in a while they hit a knockout home run, and then of course the occasional strikeout or two, but that's with any movie production company. This one I'm curious about. If you've seen the trailer, it looks interesting. The name of the movie, Imaginary. This one looks really interesting just because it follows this woman who returns back to her childhood home where she grew up, and she learns that her imaginary friend is actually real. When you look at the poster and everything else, you see it's a bear. So yeah, this bear is gonna come to life, and I guess it's angry. It's got a chip on its shoulder because it got left behind. I kind of think of Jessie in Toy Story when I saw the trailer and I read about the summary of this movie. That's what kind of I thought about. So it's kind of like weird that, Jessie, I don't think would do that. Would she? I don't know. It looks interesting. It could be fun. It could be just another dribbler ground out, by Blumhouse. We don't know. But I'll go see it because it looks fun, because we all played with toys growing up, and we want to see what would happen if this toy came to life. And in this particular case, this one kills people. It'll be fun, I think. This one comes out March 8th. Imaginary. Coming out June 7th is a female director making her directorial debut. We know her dad. Her dad makes awesome movies. Well, I think they're awesome. A lot of people don't like his movies. I like them. Even the last one he just did was great because normally he puts a twist in his movies at the very end, and the last one he did, he didn't. And so people were kind of like, about it. I thought it was awesome. We know who we're talking about. We're talking about Ishana Shyamalan. That's right. M. Night Shyamalan's daughter is directing this one called The Watchers. It's got a good leading actress, Dakota Fanning. We know her. She has been in some really awesome movies back in her younger days. So I have no doubt she's going to be awesome in this movie. All we really know about this one is that following a young artist who becomes trapped. Where else? Where else? Every movie that I'm doing, they're trapped in the woods. What have I said about going in the woods? Don't go in the woods. Nothing ever happens good when you go in the woods. This one's no different. She gets trapped in the woods with three strangers as a mysterious creature stalks them. This one's going to be cool. I'm wondering, as a lot of people probably are, is she going to follow in her dad's footsteps and do the twist at the end? When I first read this, about the summary of this, immediately I thought about the movie The Village, which I liked. A lot of people that they didn't like it because the way it just came off at the end. I loved it. Is this going to go that way? Because it kind of sounds like it. But we don't know. We don't know if she's going to follow in Dad's footsteps and do the twist, or if she's going to just do something on her own. We'll see. I'm looking forward to The Watchers, coming out June 7th. Coming out June 28th is A Quiet Place, Day 1. This one's a prequel to the other two movies that came out that followed the Abbotts. This one will not follow the Abbott family. This one is just going to show what happens day one of when the world went downhill because of these creatures that took over the earth. I like apocalypse movies, end of the world type movies. They're a lot of fun because, the what if scenario pops up in your head a lot. I know it does in mine. So I think this one's going to be really fun. Now, if my mom was here or if she comments, she's going to say she hated the first one. I don't think she saw the second one because she hated the first one. I thought they were cool because it was different, because you had to be really quiet in the movie theater so you could hear people like crunching on popcorn or chewing on ice. So it was really annoying, but the movie was cool. And the second one was, was a lot of fun. This one being a prequel, I'm going to love to see how this world went down and where these creatures actually come from. So we'll see. So that one comes out June 28th. A Quiet Place, Day 1. Coming out August 2nd is a movie that we really don't know anything about because the director has been keeping this one under wraps. We just talked about his daughter a second ago. Yep, I'm talking about the man himself, M. Night Shyamalan, and the movie Trap. There's not a whole lot out there as far as cast, the actual story, other than what we know is that it's a psychological thriller that is set in a concert. That's it. But if you know Mr. Shyamalan himself, you know he's going to come at you with something. Is there going to be another twist? Or is he going to do like Knock at the Cabin, where you were expecting a twist to come at some point and the twist never came? And it was what the people in the movie said was actually happening. There was no twist or aha moment, which I really liked. A lot of people were like, oh man, because they were expecting the twist and it never came. And which was awesome. It was a different, step for M. Night Shyamalan to take. So I'm really excited about what he's going to do with this next one, which comes out, like I said, August 2nd, Trap. I'm a fan of this next one. I can't wait for this one to come out. This one has been a long time in the making. You know what it is. As soon as I say the word, if I say the word, his name 3 times, he's going to come out of somewhere. Beetlejuice. 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 Beetlejuice 2. Yes, it's coming back. Man, I am so excited because Michael Keaton's reprising the role with Tim Burton leading the way, directing this thing. What more could you ask for? Actually, you can ask for a little bit more. Winona Ryder is returning to this one, as well as Miss Catherine O'Hare herself, reprising their roles. And joining Jenna Ortega. But one of the neat little things I found when I was researching this is that Beetlejuice has a wife? What happened there? I don't know. This one looks cool. Hopefully they can pull it off and they just stay true to the movie itself and they don't try to go overboard. But I think that's what's going to help this movie make it, is that Tim Burton knows the vision because he created the world and he's got Michael Keaton back. So I don't think this movie can go wrong as long as they just stay true to the roots and let's just see what happens. So coming out September 6th is, don't say his name 3 times, Beetlejuice. Coming out September 27th is another one. I can't get enough of these. I can't get enough. No matter how many of these movies come out, give me more. What are we talking about? The one and only Saw 11. That's got to go like this and then like this for 11, right? Yes, because I'm going out. Yes, I think. No, it would be this way. Anyways, what do we know about this movie? Other than it takes place between Saw 1 and 2, we believe. But one of the really cool things that we're going to actually get to go into the world of Detective Hoffman in this one, which I think is going to be really, really freaking cool because he was a pivotal character in the Saw franchise. And if you saw Saw 10, they teased it at the very, very end with Detective Hoffman. So I could only speculate and hope that Hoffman's in this one. This one comes out way late in September. Like I said, September 27th. We don't know a whole lot other than what I just said. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there on opening night checking this one out on September 27th, Saw 11. Coming out October 18th is a sequel to a movie that did really, really well, surprisingly, even though the movie looked really weird. It just looked a little hokey. And they even tried, doing marketing for it at actual baseball games. I think I know. You should know what we're talking about. Smile 2. This one, they haven't released any information other than that they're trying to capture the same lightning in a bottle with the first one, because they haven't confirmed the cast or what the story is actually going to be about or anything. So we just have to hope that they dominate it with it again. So I'm looking forward to it. We don't know if there's any characters are coming back reprising their roles or whatnot. We'll just have to wait and see. So coming out October 18th, Smile 2. I saved this last one because there's no release date on it yet, for whatever reason. I'm looking forward to this one cautiously because it's a remake of an old 1978 movie. So us Gen Xers know all about this one because we could not figure out if this was real or whatnot. They had, I think, 4 of them come out, and you either rented them at Blockbuster, 7-Eleven, or any other video rental places. You know what I'm talking about. Faces of Death. Yes, they're remaking this one. I hope this one's a good one. I remember watching this with my friend, and we were just watching at the house, and we were just like, man, what the heck? Is this like a real thing or what? Because it just, the way they market it and everything like that. So, we'll see. Basically, what we know about this movie is that it's going to follow a female moderator on a YouTube type of a channel where her job is to go out and pull out any offensive, violent material, and who herself is recovering from a traumatic event, stumbles upon a group recreating the murders from the original movie. It sounds really, really cool. Man, I hope they don't mess this up. This could be another good one behind stop motion as far as an awesome movie. If they stay true to it and they don't try to do too much, they just let the nostalgia of the original carry it, and they just add some things of their own. I think it's going to be awesome. Like I said, there's no date on when it's supposed to come out, so we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm looking forward to Faces of Death remake. Well, there you have it. I've given you 10 movies coming out in 2024 that you need to go and check out. I myself will be going to check out. What did you think? Did I leave any out? I mean, there's a couple out there that I'm cautiously excited about that I didn't mention because, hey, I can go back. This can get even really longer, and I don't want to. I want to keep you guys focused because I got other stuff to go work on. So, but tell me what you thought. Tell me what you thought. Put them in the comments, and let's talk about it. Which one did I leave out that you want to go see? And maybe I'll go check that one out. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe. Follow along, share this with your friends, family, everybody. Help this channel grow. Thank you for everyone who's been subscribing already. So until next time, well, you can't watch these movies because they're not out yet. But until then, go watch the other movies that I've recommended.